Hi, and thanks for joining. In this video, I'm going to preview the session on blended families available as part of the Genesis of Legacy program. Genesis of Legacy is about faith, family, and stories. It's about learning from ancient wisdom. And in the family of Abraham that we see through Genesis, we've got a family system that's always learning and adapting. And there's a few different ways to engage in this program, through the episodes, through themes, or relationships. So in this video, we're going to talk about one of the themes, and here are the themes, and this video is going to be about blended family. So in Genesis, we've got several cases of polygamy, which was common practice in ancient times. What's more common now are blended families, families brought together as a result of divorce and then repartnering. They're somewhat different, but a lot of the factors are very similar, and certainly the consequences that arise from those unions have similar principles behind them. So this session is well suited to people who actually come from blended families. Now, it's not a Bible class to the extent that we do refer to original text. It's not like any Bible class you might have experienced. Rather, the idea is to start with some text and then use that as a launch pad into facilitate a discussion about the characters, their relationships, and also about ourselves, our families, and our relationships, because that is what makes this a meaningful learning experience. So I'm going to go through the cases, show a bit of text, and talk through the discussion points. The first example is Lamech, who was the first documented polygamist, and that didn't work out well at all. Certainly not what he planned. In Sarah and Hagar, we've got a situation where Sarah was distraught. She invited her maid to be what we might today call a surrogate. What was Abraham's role in this? And what were the consequences for their relationship and for the family beyond this? In Leah and Rachel, Jacob wanted to marry Rachel, ended up marrying Leah, and then married Rachel afterwards. And so there was already a sisterly rivalry, and that only increased. And then Rachel does something very similar to Sarah. What, if anything, does the family learn from this? But then the interesting part is we get to talk about the consequences of that in the next generation. So the impact of blended families on children. How do the children of different partners form into different groups? Are there hierarchies that develop out of this? How does favoritism transmit from one generation to the next? And we finish off with a fascinating reflection on how the descendants of Leah and Rachel actually end up as two rival kingdoms centuries later. So how did the separate origin stories of different subfamilies perpetuate for possibly many generations? In summary, we use the text as a starting point for facilitated discussion. These classes are best done in groups where everybody can participate and learn from each other, and they can be customized based on your particular group or family need. So for more detail, please go to genesisoflegacy.com. Thanks for watching.